And in fact, when we win this election, and we have a new president of the United States in January, we had the biggest vote ever, people who never voted for one before because of just weren't agreeing. And as such, we will use, whether it's the appropriations process, the tax code, or our policy initiatives to every time I turn around with any bill that we're doing, there's some, shall we say, project of national significance that we consider, whatever his name is, what's his name? So many other aspects of the legislation. As I said earlier, people do, astronauts do, learn to ride a bike, you do. No, but understand our number is a defensible, scientific, institutionally. So, no, just to answer your question, if so, we can have a conversation. If not.
Madam Speaker, one of the items that Republicans are saying about the HEROES Act is it contains erroneous funds for, such as money to illegal immigrants here in the United States. What's your reaction to that?
They're not telling the truth. I mean, let's just be clear. Let's not waste each other's time. They're not telling the truth. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
As the candidates begin campaigning, there seems to be a little bit of a difference in the approach this year. It's an election year like none other.
Yes.
Some are doing in-person virtual events, others are not. It seems Democrats are leaning towards more virtual events. Do you have any concerns that there is a risk of not being out there, in person meeting people? And what do you say to the Republicans who are door knocking and taking this approach?
Listen to the scientist. The scientists give you the best guidance. We all miss the enthusiasm of people with their challenges and their questions and the rest. Since you asked about that, I myself, just don't tell anybody I told you this, especially don't tell Joe Biden. I don't think that there should be any debates. I do not think that the President of the United States has comported himself in a way that anybody should, and that has any association with truth, evidence, data, and facts. I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him, nor a debate in terms of the presidency of the United States. Now, I know that the Biden campaign thinks in a different way about this, but I thought what he did in the 2016 was disgraceful, stalking Hillary Clinton like that. I was disappointed that the press didn't say, go back to your station. You're not here. You don't own this stage. You have your own podium. She has hers. So I think that he'll probably act in a way that is beneath the dignity of the presidency. He does that every day. But I think he will also belittle what the debates are supposed to be about. And they're not to be about the skullduggery on the part of somebody who has no respect for the office he holds, much less the democratic process. Why else would he try to undermine the elections in the manner in which he is doing? So if Joe Biden asked you what I thought about it, I don't think that he should dignify that conversation with Donald Trump. You ask them any questions, both of them. Just take their own stage for any number of conversations about any subjects. Hold them accountable. What are they proposing? What is their vision? What is their knowledge? How are we going to get it done? How do they connect with the American people? Let that be a conversation with the American people, not an exercise in skullduggery.
Can fact check him in real time. Last time at the first debate, we had millions of people fact checking, so I expect we'll have millions more fact checking because, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
They're really showing themselves to do really well. Come on, man.